What did you eat for breakfast this morning? Was it a bowl of cereal? A slice of toast with jam? Or maybe a bagel with cream cheese? If you are like 90% of Americans over 60, your morning meal is essentially a sugar bomb disguised as food. Western medicine has finally identified the silent killer that links arthritis, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and cancer. It is called chronic inflammation, or what longevity scientists now refer to as inflammaging. When you start your day with processed grains and sugars, you trigger a massive spike in blood glucose. This forces your pancreas to flood your system with insulin, creating an inflammatory firestorm that lasts until lunch. You are literally starting your day by aging your organs. But in the longevity villages of Japan, breakfast looks very different. It isn't sweet, it is savory. It isn't processed, it is living. A landmark study published in the British Medical Journal followed 80,000 adults for 15 years. They found that those who adhered to a traditional Japanese-style breakfast, rich in specific anti-inflammatory compounds, had a 15% lower risk of total mortality and a stunning 25% lower risk of cardiovascular death. When combined with other lifestyle factors, researchers estimate this dietary shift can extend healthy life expectancy by up to 9 years. You are about to discover the 6 specific ingredients of this life-saving breakfast. These aren't just foods, they are medicine. They are designed to shut down inflammatory pathways, scrub your arteries, and repair your gut lining. We will build this breakfast together, item by item, starting with the drink that replaces your coffee and ending with the most powerful anti-aging food on the planet. But I have to warn you about ingredient number 1. It is a sticky superfood that most Westerners are terrified to try. It smells strong. It has a strange texture, but Japanese centenarians credit it, more than anything else, for their ability to live past 100 without strokes or heart attacks. It contains a unique enzyme that literally dissolves blood clots while you eat. Before we begin, tell us in the comments right now, are you a sweet breakfast person, pancake cereal, or a savory breakfast person, eggs, meat? The answer might determine your rate of aging. Drop your answer below. Now, let's build your new longevity plate, starting with item number 6, the Cellular Scrub, or Ryokucha, green tea. In the West, we start the day with coffee. While coffee has some benefits, it often comes loaded with sugar, cream, and cortisol-spiking caffeine. In the blue zones of Asia, the day begins with green tea. But not just any green tea, specifically high-quality sencha or matcha. Why is this the first step to adding 9 years to your life? Because of a compound called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. EGCG is the most potent antioxidant found in nature. When you wake up, your body is in a state of oxidative stress from the metabolic work of sleeping. EGCG acts like a fire hose, extinguishing the free radicals that damage your DNA. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who drank at least 2 cups of green tea daily had a 55% lower rate of cognitive decline than non-drinkers. But it's not just the brain. EGCG has been shown to inhibit the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, the chemical messengers that tell your joints to ache. The protocol. The first sip. Before you eat any food, brew a cup of green tea. Do not add sugar. If you need sweetness, a drop of monk fruit is acceptable, but pure is best. Drink it warm, not scalding. This signals your stomach to prepare for digestion without spiking your insulin. It wakes up your metabolism gently, providing a sustained focus called zanshin, relaxed alertness, rather than the jittery fight or flight energy of coffee. Number 5. The ocean's multivitamin, or Wakame seaweed. If you look at a Western breakfast plate, What is missing? Minerals. Toast and eggs are devoid of the trace minerals your thyroid needs to function. In Japan, a small salad of seaweed or a pinch of dried seaweed is a non-negotiable part of breakfast. Why? Iodine and fucoidan. As we age, our thyroid function slows down. This leads to weight gain, fatigue, and puffy skin. Your thyroid cannot function without iodine, and seaweed is the world's best source. But the real miracle is fucoidan. This is a slimy compound found on the surface of brown seaweed. Laboratory studies suggest that fucoidan has profound antiviral and anti-tumor properties. It helps to thin the blood naturally and lower cholesterol. Furthermore, seaweed is packed with alginate, a fiber that strengthens the gut mucus lining. If you have leaky gut, where toxins seep from your intestines into your bloodstream, causing inflammation, seaweed is the patch. You don't need to eat a giant bowl of it. The habit. The sprinkle. Buy a shaker of furikake, a Japanese seasoning mix of dried seaweed and sesame seeds, or simply buy dried wakame flakes. Sprinkle a tablespoon over your eggs or avocado. You won't even taste it, but you will be adding a full spectrum of 52 trace minerals to your body that you simply cannot get from land-based vegetables. Before we continue, if you are finding these tips helpful, hit that like button so more seniors can see this video and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips coming every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Now, breakfast secret number 4, the root of life, specifically ginger shoga and turmeric ukon. In the West, we use these as occasional spices. In the longevity breakfast, they are main ingredients. Inflammation is essentially heat. Ginger and turmeric are the cooling agents. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound so powerful that studies have shown it to be as effective as some pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories, like ibuprofen, for treating knee arthritis, but without the side effects of stomach ulcers. However, curcumin is hard to absorb. It needs a fat source and black pepper to activate it. The Japanese breakfast incorporates this brilliantly. They often serve pickled ginger or grated ginger on top of fish or tofu. Ginger aids gastric emptying. If you often feel bloated after breakfast, it's because your stomach is sluggish. Ginger speeds it up, preventing the fermentation of food in the gut. The habit. The golden grate. Keep a fresh knob of ginger and a root of turmeric in your fridge. Every morning, grate half a teaspoon of fresh ginger into your tea or over your food. If you use turmeric, sprinkle it on your eggs or mix it into the soup we are about to discuss. This daily microdose keeps your systemic inflammation markers, like C-reactive protein, low. It is the reason Okinawan elders rarely suffer from the stiff morning joints that plague Westerners. But there is a catch. Turmeric root is wonderful for maintenance, but if you are already in pain, absorption is the enemy. Most standard turmeric powder simply passes right through your gut. If you need a therapeutic dose to really knock out joint pain, you need a form your body can actually use. That is why I personally recommend the curcumin BCM 95 form from Progressive Labs. It is clinically studied to be up to 7 times more absorbable than standard extracts. It stays in your bloodstream longer, fighting inflammation where it counts. I've put a link in the description. Just search curcumin on their site. It's the closest thing to a natural painkiller I've found. Number 3, the gut healer, or miso shiru, miso soup. This is the anchor of the longevity breakfast. While Americans eat cold cereal with pasteurized milk, which creates phlegm and inflammation, Japanese elders drink warm, fermented soybean paste soup. Miso is a miracle food. It is fermented for months, sometimes years. This fermentation process creates billions of probiotics, the good bacteria that run your immune system. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. If your gut is inflamed, your brain is inflamed. A study from the Journal of Toxicologic Pathology found that miso consumption was linked to a reduction in lung tumors and protection against radiation injury. But the specific benefit for seniors is protein digestion. As we get older, our stomach acid gets weaker. We struggle to digest meat. Miso is pre-digested by the fermentation enzymes. It provides an instant hit of amino acids without taxing the digestive system. It is also rich in electrolytes. Drinking warm soup hydrates you better than plain water because of the sodium and potassium balance. The habit, the morning bowl. Replace your orange juice, which is just liquid sugar, with a small cup of miso soup. You can buy low-sodium miso paste at any grocery store. Dissolve a spoonful in hot water. Add some scallions. It takes 60 seconds. Drinking this warm, savory broth soothes the stomach lining and primes your body for the day. It is the ultimate comfort food that actually heals you. Number 2. The brain fat, or Yakizakana grilled fish. Here is the biggest divergence from the West. We think of fish as dinner. They think of fish as breakfast. Usually, this is a small piece of salmon, mackerel, saba, or sardines. Why fish for breakfast? Omega-3, fatty acids, DHA, and EPA. Your brain is 60% fat. As you age, your brain shrinks because it loses this lipid structure. Omega-3 are the building blocks to repair that structure. But the timing matters. Research suggests that protein consumed in the morning is better utilized for muscle maintenance, preventing sarcopenia, than protein consumed at night. Furthermore, the healthy fats in fish keep you satiated. You won't have the 10 a.m. sugar crash that leads to snacking. A study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that replacing the typical processed meat breakfast, bacon, sausage, with fish reduced the risk of heart failure by significant margins. Bacon is inflammatory, nitrates. Salmon is anti-inflammatory. The habit, the omega swap. If you can't stomach a piece of fish at 8 a.m., start small. Smoked salmon on a cucumber slice. Or, if you must, high-quality sardines. If you absolutely cannot do fish, you must supplement with a tablespoon of high-quality fish oil or algal oil with your breakfast. But real food is always better. The synergy of the protein, selenium, and fats in a piece of grilled salmon is rocket fuel for an aging brain. And now, the number one ingredient, the most powerful, yet most feared food in the longevity arsenal. Number 1. The Clot Buster, or Natto. I warned you. Natto is fermented soybeans that have a slimy, sticky texture and a pungent, cheese-like smell. Many Westerners try it once and gag. But Japanese super-agers eat a small bowl of it every single morning. And the reason is a specific enzyme discovered in 1987 called natto kinase. Here is what makes natto kinase a medical marvel. It is the only natural compound known to dissolve fibrin. Fibrin is the protein mesh that forms blood clots. As we age, our blood gets thicker, and our vessels get stiffer. Fibrin accumulates, leading to strokes, heart attacks, and deep vein thrombosis. Natto kinase acts like a microscopic Pac-Man, eating up the excess fibrin in your bloodstream. A study published in Nature Scientific Reports showed that a single dose of natto kinase dissolved blood clots and restored blood flow significantly faster than placebo. But that's not all. Natto is the world's highest source of vitamin K2. Without K2, calcium doesn't know where to go. It settles in your arteries, causing plaque instead of your bones. Natto ensures the calcium goes to your skeleton. This is why Japan has notoriously low rates of osteoporosis, despite low dairy consumption. The habit, the challenge. You can find natto in the frozen section of Asian markets. It usually comes in small styrofoam packs. To make it palatable, mix it with a little mustard and soy sauce, usually included in the pack. Stir it until it gets very foamy. Pour it over a small bowl of hot rice. The heat of the rice mitigates the texture. If you can learn to eat this 3 times a week, you are introducing a powerful thrombolytic clot busting agent into your body. But let's be honest. Many of you simply will not be able to get past the smell. And that is okay. You do not have to miss out on the heart-saving benefits. If you want the enzyme without the slime, I highly recommend the nattokinase supplement from Progressive Labs. I have arranged a direct link for you in the description below. Just click the link or go to progressivelabs.com and search for natto. This delivers the pure, potent nattokinase enzyme directly to your bloodstream, scrubbing your arteries while you sleep with zero strange aftertaste. So, let's look at your new longevity breakfast plate. Instead of toast, cereal, and coffee, which spike inflammation and starve your brain, you have green tea to scrub your cells, seaweed to fuel your thyroid, ginger to cool inflammation, miso soup to heal your gut, salmon to build your brain, and natto to clean your arteries. This is not just a meal, it is a biological signal. It tells your genes that you are safe, nourished, and ready for another decade of vitality. It keeps your blood sugar stable, your mind clear, and your joints pain-free. Now, I have a challenge for you. I know this is a big change. You don't have to do it all at once. Pick just one item. Maybe next week, you swap your coffee for green tea. Or maybe you try miso soup instead of orange juice. Start there. I want to know. Which of these 6 items are you brave enough to try? Are you willing to take the natto challenge? Tell me in the comments below. I want to see who the brave ones are. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend. Don't let friends eat inflammatory breakfasts. Hit that like button, subscribe for more senior health secrets, and remember, your health starts with your first bite of the day. Make it count. I'll see you in the next video.